I know. After watching that scene from One Piece that was in the description in yesterday's video, I want to hug this guy too. So, yes. Just sort of a quick thing. Yesterday I mentioned how over a year ago, I started off a video where my facial expression was just like this. And then I mentioned how I just read the One Piece manga chapter in which the final panel was that thing that warranted this. And almost a year later, they actually adapted it into the anime. And I put a link to that scene in the description in yesterday's video. And actually, that scene actually has quite a bit of scrutiny going on for it. Because, I mean, the manga and the anime are going to be different no matter what happens. But in the manga, Kaido just appeared into the sky in the form you witnessed at the end. Here, the anime actually went so far as to animate Kaido transforming into his form. I don't want to give up. You know, at this point, it's all over the internet. He has a devil fruit power, but they haven't really gone into what it's actually called yet. Although, that being said, it won't surprise me at all if they refer to it as the Ryu no Mi. Oh, sorry. The Ryu no Mi would in English would most likely be translated to the dragon fruit. I don't know if it comes with a certain model to it, but there you go. And yeah, basically, that guy is the big bad of the Wano arc. And even now I'm wondering, how are the good guys going to win here? Well, I don't know yet. I mean, no one knows yet, but, you know, we're getting a new chapter this week, so we'll have to see. Yeah, it'll be chapter 965. So, yeah. Well, that being said, though, the last manga chapter I did a reaction of, looking back, and it actually was a good way to start a break on. Because things are starting to move into place, things are starting to come together, and I honestly can't wait to see what happens next. Although, that does remind me, Whitebeard in the chapter actually referred to Odin as his little brother, which some people would find is rather, you know, weird, but if you're a One Piece fan, then you know that, you know, Whitebeard calls all of his crewmates sons. Yet he calls Odin little brother. Meaning, like, yeah, Odin is clearly in a position of power because he's a daimyo and everything, but, you know, he's not the head of what's going on. So, yeah, it's a nice little dynamic. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah. You know, it was actually funny. I said I was going to call my grandfather yesterday, but he ended up calling me not long after I made yesterday's video. So, yeah. Gosh, I love that, man. So, happy Sunday, everybody. Yes, it is Sunday. You know, it actually feels a little bit cooler out today, although that will play into a factor of a certain game later that I will be talking about in a few moments. So yeah, yesterday, you know, pretty uneventful. Although, sorry it took yesterday for the video to upload. Just sometimes it takes forever to upload, and sometimes it just, you know, doesn't. I mean, hopefully it won't be as bad today, but we'll have to play it by ear. Let's see. Well, that being said, I guess we can start with talking about today's games. Let's do it. Okay. So, there we go. I want to keep them in the frame. There we go. Oh, on the lap right there. Okay, so let's see, the Colts and the Buccaneers. Let's see, well, the Colts lost a game last week that they probably could have won. They're probably upset by that. Although Tampa Bay's actually been on a hot streak lately. Actually, where's Tampa's record? So I know. I mean, I know they're last in the division, but I don't know. They're not. They're 5-7. And where are the Colts? Oh. Okay, 6-6. Pretty comparable, but I think I'll give this game to the Colts. I think the Colts got this one. You know, they are in the hunt for a playoff spot. They could potentially get it, but they got to work fast. And that would include getting a big win today. Now we get into the game I sort of alluded to a few moments ago. And that was the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. This game actually has a lot more weight to it than even I could have realized. Because here's the thing. The Baltimore Ravens, they are now the #1 team in the AFC. And if the playoffs were to start today, the road to the Super Bowl would potentially have to go through Baltimore, not New England as previously stated. Here's the thing though. The Ravens actually, have several big wins throughout the season. San Francisco, Seattle, New England. Now, granted, they beat New England at home. And they got to go to Buffalo today. And fun fact about Buffalo, whatever the weather is like in Buffalo, it's likely going to be in Foxborough, Massachusetts, where New England plays. So basically, in a small way, the Ravens will be playing in Patriots-style weather. Because it is cold out today. And it is windy. And guess what? The Buffalo Bills are more than capable of thriving in that environment. So, who do I think is going to win today? This is a tough call. It really is a very tough call. It's the toughest call I've had to pick. Probably I'll pick all day, actually. Spoiler alert. Actually, no. There's 2 others. I'll be getting to them. But, if Lamar Jackson and the Ravens get it done, he'll get the MVP for sure. However, actually, Buffalo's 9-3, aren't they? Ooh. They could very well. Wow, there's like several games that are going to impact the future of the playoffs today. Should be exciting. I do not know. I do not know what to call here. You know what? I think Skip Bayless said it best when he said, looking back on it, we didn't think that it was that impressive when the Eagles beat the Bills. No, the Eagles beating the Bills was an impressive win. I say this because, for starters, I told every Buffalo fan to get loud for that game so they would help out my Cowboys. But more importantly, Buffalo is coming to their own. If there was ever a game that can show the entire world that, hey, we're here, we're in this, we can do this, we'll take on anyone and anyone, it's got to be this game. So you know what? Let's go Buffalo. Okay, so let's see. Lions and the Vikings. Well, I do have the Vikings as the 6th seed. And they might actually get it, so I'll pick the Vikings. That's an easy pick. See, Redskins and Packers. Packers. It's in Lambeau Field, and if it's cold here, I guarantee you it's cold in Lambeau. Yeah, I'm picking the Packers over the Redskins. Let's see, the Broncos and the Texans. If the Texans can beat the Patriots, they can beat the Broncos. No surprise there. I'm picking the Texans over the Broncos. Let's see. Now, this is actually one of 2 games I was really looking forward to today. And that is the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. And whoever wins this game, well, actually, hold on. Well, Saints are #1 in the division, but are #1 in all the NFC. You know what? If the 49ers want to have any sort of playoff contention to get home field advantage, they need to win today. However, Drew Brees and the Saints are playing just as good as ever. Then again, they are playing at the Superdome. I'm picking the Saints. but this is going to be a very good game. In fact, it should be so good that I won't even care in the slightest if I'm wrong. Let's see. The Bengals and the Browns. Oh, the Battle of Ohio. You know, there was a time long ago, long before I was born, long before the internet even was a remote thought. Long before the internet was a remote thought, I said, that the Bengals and the Browns were a pretty heated rivalry. And to a lot of degrees, they still are. But neither one was doing any good. The Browns are at home. I'm picking the Browns. Actually, the Bengals are out of the playoff contention altogether, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay, so, yeah. I'll pick the Browns over the Bengals. Why not? Let's see. But it'll be a division game, so it'll be pretty heated. Let's see. The Panthers and the Falcons. You know what? If the Panthers are still in the playoff hunt, and I do believe they are. They still in the hunt? Yeah, slightly. But they're playing the Falcons, so yeah, they got this win. I'm picking the Panthers over the Falcons. Christian McCaffrey's going to run wild today. You wait and see. Okay, let's see. The Dolphins and the Jets. Okay, these are two teams that have just been bet. You know what? These two teams are the Ryan Fitzpatrick of the NFL. And it's funny because Ryan Fitzpatrick has at one point played for both teams. I don't know who to pick. Let's see. Am I more mad at the fact that the Jets beat my Cowboys? Or am I more happy that the Dolphins beat those hated Eagles I despise so much? This is a tough call. Very tough call. Division matchup. You know, even though both teams are anywhere near going to the playoffs, the Jets actually have something going for them. So, you know what? I'll pick the Jets over the Dolphins. Plus, the Jets are at home. So, there's that. Now we get to the 4 o'clock games. Let's see. The Chargers and the Jaguars. Man, I don't know. The Jaguars are at home. I'll pick the Jaguars. Why not? That game is essentially a throwaway because neither team is going anywhere. Playoffs or otherwise. Let's see. Well, you know, I'll get to this game momentarily. Let's see. The Titans and the Raiders. The Raiders are also in the hunt for the playoffs. I think they're more than capable of beating the Titans. So, you know what? And actually, the Raiders beat the Colts. The Raiders beat the Colts and the Titans beat the Colts. So, I think the Raiders can beat the Titans. I really think they can. Even though they also lost to the Jets. I don't feel so bad about picking the Jets over the Dolphins. Let's see. The Steelers and the Cardinals. You know what? You know me. I'm a Kyler Murray fan. And I hate the fact that the Steelers have more Super Bowl wins than my Cowboys do. Even though literally almost all of them should never have happened. So, yeah. I'll pick the Cardinals over the Steelers. And now we get to the other afternoon game I was looking most forward to. The Chiefs and the Patriots, round 3. Now, obviously they played each other many times in the past. But this is the Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady era. Anything could happen. So, well, you know what? I gotta go with Skip Bayless. Never bet against number 12. So, you know what? I'm picking the Patriots over the Chiefs. They got it. And now, finally, the Seahawks versus the Rams for tonight. Yeah, I'll pick the Seahawks. Russell Wilson's having a great year. And the Rams are clearly on their Super Bowl hangover. So, yep. Seahawks. So those are my picks. I picked the Colts. I picked the Colts. I picked the Bills. Let's go Buffalo. Let's see, the Vikings, the Packers, the Texans, the Saints, the Browns, the Panthers, the Jets, the Jaguars, the Raiders, the Cardinals, the Patriots, and as my uncle would say, fear the hawk. So yeah, Seahawks. So those are all my picks. That wasn't so bad. I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna make myself some breakfast now. After I'm done, conversing with all of you, even though you see me, I can't see you. Yeah. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, why not? Just end of year. Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms on YouTube. Follow me on social media platforms, turn on those notifications on YouTube. I am very humbled I made this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I can't believe I forgot the day of the week for a second. And in other years, I want to talk or channel is going to be here in London here or here. And I'll always have your back, take care, and make good choices. And one more thing before I go. I know I wanted to put more of a Mr. Enter's videos of a Nicorama, but a couple of them have actually been copyrighted because reasons. So, yeah, that's why I can't really do it until later. See ya.